completely factor 9m to the power of 4 minus 64n to the power of 4. And what we need to notice here is that 9 is 3 squared. M to the power of 4 is m squared, squared. 64 is 8 squared, and n to the 4 is n squared, squared. So we can think of this as 3 times 3 times m squared, or in fact 3m squared, squared. Likewise, 8 squared times n squared, squared means 8 times n squared, and we can rearrange that as 8n squared, all squared. So we can rewrite the whole expression, 9m to the power of 4 minus 64n to the power of 4, as 3m squared, all squared, minus 8n squared, all squared. And hopefully you'll recognise this form as the difference of two squares. It's something all squared, take away something else all squared. Now if you remember, the general format for this in terms of factoring it is a squared minus b squared can be factored as a minus b times a plus b. And that makes sense if you think about it. Let's multiply it out. A times a is a squared. Positive a times positive b is positive ab. Negative b times positive a is negative ba, which we can rearrange as negative ab. And negative b times positive b is negative b squared. So we've got a squared plus ab minus ab. So if we start off with ab and take away ab, we've got nothing. So we can just cancel those two out like this. And then on the end we've got take away b squared, or negative b squared. So this is just a squared minus b squared. So in our case, a squared is 3m squared, squared. So a is just 3m squared. And b squared is 8n squared, all squared. So b is just 8n squared. So we can replace a and b, and our factored form becomes 3m squared minus 8n squared times 3m squared plus 8n squared. Although, of course, you can write that the other way round, so you could put 3m squared plus 8n squared first, and 3m squared minus 8n squared second. So either one of those two is our completely factored form of 9m to the power of 4 minus 64n to the power of 4.